So this is the view at 311 Chapel Road. That is Mount Anthony. It's about 4.5 acres on this lower portion of the property. Another 4.5 up above the bypass. This is the right-of-way driveway that comes up. This part of the driveway is on owned land. The lower section off of Chapel Road is a right-of-way, all legally deeded. You can certainly clear more trees if you'd like to reopen the view. There used to be a home here. You can see that there's still electrical service coming into the property. There is still a detached 2-car garage, which is powered, insulated, heated. Actually also has water, new town water connection. You can see was brought in. This was in an area with PFOA, so the well water is no longer allowed to be used. This garage was built in the 90s. It has a block foundation with a concrete floor and a drain in the center. There's 2 overhead doors. Little man door on the side. You can see the electrical that is still here now. It is also wired for an alarm system. So there's a new furnace, Thermopride. There's a small oil tank here. There's another one in the back. I don't believe it's connected to this, but could be for a tandem tank. And there is also hot water, a small tank there. And the new town water connection was put in right here underneath the stairs. Water is currently off in the property, but could certainly be connected. Little built-in workbench. Overhead fan, need a new fan there obviously, but good overhead lighting. A bathroom was installed here. So there is a very utilitarian sink with some storage cabinets and a countertop. There is a full-size tub shower. And there is also a washer and dryer connection. Obviously the machines have been removed, but there was a full-size front-loading stackable machine. And then the John, and then there's a little heater. I'm not sure if or how that works. I don't see a little button on it to turn it on, but you could inspect that. All right, so there's the parking area. You can see that an apron was poured in front of the garage as well, which is great. And then there is also this side patio here. Let me take you upstairs before I go out to the shed out back. So no handrails. Walk up at your own risk. There's a awesome amount of space upstairs on the second floor. Again, there's overhead lights, built-in cabinets and bookshelves. This one actually has a hanging bar. And then there's another hanging bar here. So if you are a hunter, this could be a hunter's paradise to have your own little storage room. Oh, and I'll show you, there's a little view to the woods out these windows. All right, so the deck is not salvageable. Do not walk on the deck. You'll see that this was all compromised after there was a fire. It burned the house down. The town will not allow the foundation to be recycled. You cannot reuse this. You can see why. It's bowing in and cracked in several places. So you will need to tear that out. I suppose you could rebuild inside it, pour another foundation, but you'll have to get that approval from the town. This was a raised ranch. It was about 2,400 square feet altogether. If we go this way behind the garage, not only will you see some trail access here, but there's an attached shed on the back. There is the chimney for the furnace. That's the fill pipe for the oil tank that's in the garage. Here's a fill pipe for another oil tank that is here in the shed. It does not appear to be connected to anything, but it's here, so you could connect it or move it, reuse it inside the house after you build one if you'd like to use oil. Oh, excuse me. And then the town water line was brought up through the woods, and then it actually loops around to the back of the garage to right around here where I said underneath the stairs. The back staircase is boom right there. So that's where the town water line comes in. So if you're going to build a new house here in the same general area, the water can come around and connect to the house that way. Birch trees, old oaks and maples, and then up in the woods is where the cabin is. I took a separate video of the cabin showing that to you, so just for perspective. The bypass is right behind here. It bisected the land, so you do hear some road noise out behind the cabin, but you don't see the traffic, not until all the leaves are down, and then you'll see some of it. Beautiful private spot, no neighbors, set way back up off the road. Total of 9.44 acres. Public water, power on site. There is a septic system. I'm not sure whether you'll be allowed to recycle that with wastewater regulations today or not, but certainly something worth looking into. Could save a bundle on your construction costs.